What's going on? What's going on?
What's up, family? How you doing? How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. You already know what's going on. First episode of High Life Values. You know, we going live every Sunday from 6 to 8 p.m. I'm here with Keylo Nsane. You know, it's Mascata.
I am here. I'm in here. All I gotta say is where everybody else at. We in here. This is an interactive show, family. We talk real topics. We give our real perspective on politics, relationships, any real, real stories. We have our real. We talk about our real stories, things that we actually been through, things like that, family. So it's very fun and it's hella lit.
Absolutely, absolutely. Y'all already know today we talking about is the justice system broken. If y'all think it's broken, put y'all reviews and y'all comments and all of that in the comment. We want to hear everything y'all got to say about the justice system. That's what we talking about today, the justice system. How you feel about the justice system, Keylo Nsane? Specifically, how you feel about the school to prison pipeline?
The school to prison pipeline.
Sir.
Yeah. I
What
think
you
this guy.
smoking on first? Hold on, it's
I
not
think
like
we might got to talk about this first. The loud say, "Hold on, let me speak." Hold on, yeah. It's that gas, family. You already know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. The school to prison pipeline. A lot of people will say that's a conspiracy, but I actually believe that the school to prison pipeline is something that we really need to be looking at. You know what I'm saying? Because it's real out here, and a lot of us could be statistics of that. Matter of fact, you looking at a statistic right now of the school to prison pipeline. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that because I went from school to prison. You know what I'm saying? Had to get my GED in jail. In prison. So,
Wow.
I actually believe in that. I believe that, and maybe it just be the area that I was inhabiting at that time, the state. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it ain't even nothing that just happened with me. I've seen it plenty of times. I've seen people going through that system, 18 years old, 19 years, 20, 21, and they got a specific program lined up for 18 to 21-year-olds for us to, it's basically a finesse. They tell us that, all right, y'all gonna get some deferred, y'all gonna get out, and y'all gonna, be able to live your life regular. It's a whole finesse because, I can go all the way into that, but basically, it's to put you in prison at a young age. That's all it is.
Okay. With that being said, I want to ask you, how old was you when you first went to prison, and where was you located?
I was 18.
Okay.
18. Yup. Oklahoma.
Okay.
Upstate Oklahoma.
18. Okay. You was 18 in Oklahoma, and how was that mentally for you? Like, how was that experience when you first went?
When I first went to jail or prison, because jail and prison is two different things. And when you first go to jail, you fresh to everything basically. All you got is what you heard from maybe family members, or maybe what you been seeing out some movies and what you think real and shit and whatnot.
Right.
But
okay,
I could speak on both. As far as for jail.
Yeah, I want to know like your first experience. How was your first experience? We'll get into prison and all that, but how was your first experience, like when you first got in there, and it's your first time and all of that? How was that mentally for you?
Mentally, I felt like it wasn't too hard, because I actually feel like I was kind of built to succeed no matter what. And I know I'm talking about jail and shit, but I'm built to make it out of that situation. Like, I'm not gonna stop when I'm in hell. I'm gonna keep going till I get up out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm built to win. So going in my first time, I had my chin up, even though I didn't know what was coming next. Like, I could get into a bang out soon as I turn this corner or anything. So I didn't know what was going on, but basically I just peeped the scene, tried to gather what I could, shit like that. Tried to see how people moved in there, and what my place was. You know what I'm saying? What? Because all you got is personalities in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? We don't
Yeah.
got dogs, kids, babies, trees, life. It's just men with their personalities. You know what I'm saying? So uh
Facts.
it's different for sure. Ain't nothing at all like that bullshit. Being around that type energy, but you know, there you can you if you got a good mindset, you can take the pros out of anything. And I had to learn to take some of the pros out of that. You know, with all my nervousness and all of that, I just used that and transferred that into energy, the same energy that I got now with me not wanting to go back in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts. So let me ask you, Insane, did you transfer from jail instantly to prison, or did you have like a little break and then you went to prison?
see how it goes is a person to get locked up, for the people that don't know, a person to get locked up and then they'll be in jail, you know what I'm saying, the county jail or whatever, and they'll fight their case, and then whenever it get to the point where they either beat the case or they sign and get some time, they beat the case, they go home, obviously. But if they sign, then that's when they move on to the big boy prison. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I went through that same process. I went through the sitting in the jail in the cells, you know what I'm saying? And I went through the pulling chains and eventually going to prison. So, but the way that I did it was crazy because I can tap back into what I said at first off your first question.
Mm.
When I had said that they got a plan lined up for the youngins, for the 18, 19, 20, 21 year olds. So I got
Yeah.
wrapped up into that. You know what I'm saying? And basically it's boot camp. I don't know how they rock it in every single state, but in Oklahoma, I'm telling you, they got it. It's called Red.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you that, yeah, it's gonna be fine and dandy. You go in here and do some boot camp, do some drilling. You know, you see, you know what boot camp look like. You know, it's
Yeah.
supposed to be like, you know, if you tough, you could do it type shit. But
On some major thing. Mm-hmm.
it's literally bullshit though.
Right.
It's literally
What you had
bullshit.
to do?
It's regular shit. Wake up early in the morning, every morning. And it just so depend on when. Like usually it'd be around 5 a.m. I think it was 5 a.m., maybe 4. But it just depends because you know you got guards who was assholes. You got drill instructors who was assholes who just, you know, they really pieces of shit, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I would never be trying to push young men to go past their limits. You know, they didn't kill people in there and all trying to push them past their limits and shit. But wake us up at 5. We don't eat till 8. So for 3 hours, we woke up, we clean up real quick. We only got a short amount of time to do everything except for march. When it come to marching, we got all day for that. We can march
Okay.
for hours. You know what I'm saying? So first off, we'll stretch. Next off, we'll motherfucking do like a little workout. We'll march and march and march and march and march until we eat. We eat for 1 minute, 1 to 2 minutes. Like we gotta eat fast as hell. As soon as you sit down, it's basically get up time. And then shit. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's just the start of the day. So it's already started off like, think of starting off your day like that. Like, how do you start off your day? You probably wake up, you
I
know,
wake up
you
on
probably
my high thing. I
it's,
listen
you
to
know, it's a good day. You know, you
yeah.
listen to some good music, you do shit that's gonna make you feel good, and you do the best to have a good day. When you starting off your day like that, being forced to, you know what I'm saying, and all
Right.
this type shit, and you hungry, and
Mm-hmm.
that's not fun. You know what I'm saying? That's not good. That's not good for the mental, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? And they say that
Absolutely.
they break you down so that they could build you up. But build you up for
Absolutely.
what? Because
Mm-hmm.
like I stated before, these drill instructors ain't shit. And if you got real eyes to realize, then you see the shit. Like, why would you want to be trained by this piece of shit, motherfucker? What accolades do you got that's gonna prove me? You know what I'm saying? What morals do you believe in that I'm slacking on, motherfucker? Because I feel like I got them down packed a little bit better than the trainer. You know, so it was a whole fucked up experience. I ain't gonna lie, it's like you know how peer pressure work. Peer pressure gonna tell you that you need to, you know, just get through it. Cause that's what everybody, that's the common mindset, everybody. We just need to get through this shit and go home. But you literally seeing people not get in no trouble, but they'll go to court, you know, see the judge will see you ain't got no trouble. Well, you know what? I still don't like your ass. You going back. You know what I'm saying? We still gonna give you this 10 years. We said we fuck around and let you go home. You know what I'm saying? But now what we're gonna do is give you that 10 years.
Facts. And speaking of that, Keylo, speaking of that, do you feel like it's a big difference when you go to court and have a public defender and or have a lawyer?
Good question. Good question. Because it was actually the public defender that got me in on that bullshit. And I don't think my lawyer would have got me in and got me on that bullshit like that. So, that's a good question. That's a good question because honestly, you know, the community that we come from, you know, I'm Black, African American, you know, original American Indian, whatever you want to call us. I'm what we is, you know what I'm saying? And our society is less financially stable than the next society is. You know what I'm saying? And it might be just because of generational wealth or whatever. But as if a motherfucker just looking at it from the outside, looking in 2021, we ain't got it like the next motherfucker got it. You know, so we ain't. So what they got set up, it ain't racist, but it's a good ass setup though. If you ain't got the funds, then we got one of these bullshit ass state lawyers to get your ass. You know what I'm saying? And what the bullshit state lawyer job is to get a conviction. They get paid $200. They workload is this long because this many motherfuckers that ain't got the money to pay for a lawyer. So the motherfuckers got the money to pay for a lawyer though, they not going through that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, it's not all the way completely black and white. You know what I'm saying? But 8.5 times out of 10, a good chunk of the motherfucking time, I don't even want to put no number on it because then because a nigga wake up feeling like nigga 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I've never been through it, but I definitely understand. Definitely understand what you're talking about. Definitely understand what you're going through. Another question I want to ask you: do you feel like, you know, because the basic person always probably get probation on their first offense. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know. I'm just saying off of what I've read and what I've seen. So do you feel like probation is a trap into the justice system?
Yeah. What do you mean by trap?
Like, do you feel like that's the way in to never let you get out the justice system? Like, that's how they trap you in and lure you into the justice system, probation?
Yeah and no, because I say no because probation is a chance, it's a shot. And at my first chance, they never gave me the chance for probation on the first one. My first time with the bullshit ass PD I had, my first time, they was trying to get me in that system, period. They put me in the red in a boot camp shit. So it was what it was on that one. You know what I'm saying? But I say I can agree with you on. Yeah, I can agree with, you know, you kind of structured it saying that it was a trap, and I can see how it is because I seen somebody get 20 years suspended, and the difference between suspended and deferred is deferred mean 20 years period is stupid, but deferred, for the people that don't know, deferred mean after the 20 years or after the 5 years, whatever your deferred is, you will go home scot-free, no felony. You can live your regular old life however you want to. You feel me? Suspended, you finish your probation, but afterwards you're still a felony. And the only perk is basically while you on probation, if you catch a charge on probation, then it's basically enhanced. That's all it is. It's just enhanced. You know what I'm saying? So I can say no, it ain't a trap because I wish I would have got that my first time. Like I said, they just wanted to put me in prison. If they would have gave me probation, it just would have been that would have put it in my hands then, you know what I'm saying, all right, I see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I didn't got this little slap on the wrist. Now let me see how I'm finna move, how I'm finna act now. But instead of that, I was finessed. How they do the young niggas, they finesse you into taking that little boot camp deal. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. I was looking at people go in and out, catching the same shit I was catching and getting probation and shit, you know. So I feel like they got a chance and I didn't. So I could say it's a trap sometimes because say, okay, here go another scenario. A motherfucker go to prison for 10 years and then they let him out on probation. Not parole, probation. Well, either way though, but probation. They let you out on probation since that's the topic.
So break it down.
You can't get in.
Go ahead.
You can't get in no trouble. Basically, say you on 10 years probation, right? You do 9 years and a half and don't get in no trouble, but that last day you get in trouble, you got to do 10 years, 10 whole years. That's probation.
That's
and parole, yeah, same shit.
Fucked up.
You just got different rules, different officers.
That's fucked up. That's real fucked up. So, to switch the topic a little bit, how did you mentally? We heard about boot camp and we heard about jail when you first got in and stuff. But how did you mentally deal with prison when you went to prison? How did you mentally deal with that?
I stayed out the bullshit for the most part because that bullshit will wrap you up. You know, people go in and don't know what to do with their life. And it's part of they don't know what to do with themselves. You know what I'm saying? You get guys to go in there and ain't never gambled a day before in their life, but go in there and gamble away all their money. You got guys to go in there and never did drugs before in their life, but now they need some type of way to cope, and now they messing with drugs. You got guys that ain't never fucking that's been straight their whole life, ain't never you know whatever, but then you see them and they rocking with a whole different group. You know, it's just some people just don't know how to handle it. You know, and motherfucker gotta have their mental right. Motherfucker gotta be mentally prepared for them long nights and you know, by yourself. You know, some people can't sleep by themselves. Period. Imagine sleep by yourself in a cold cell with no blanket sometimes, or no mat if you got that type of asshole guard. You know what I mean?
Facts. Speaking of that, have you ever been in isolation?
Yeah, I've been in isolation before. I went to jail when I was 18 years old. I was a hothead. Anybody say anything to me that's tight disrespectful, oh yeah, we banging, and they was throwing me in the hole. I probably spent damn near half of my county time in the hole. No cap. The first time.
How did you deal with that? Like what the scenery was like? What did they do to you? How did you deal with that? How did you get through it? How long you went there?
What the scenery was like? Shit, put a bunk bed in your bathroom. Wow. And take off all the decorations off the walls. You ain't got nothing good to look, nothing.
That's sad.
Shit. That's
sad.
Yeah, they put you through that shit. Could you imagine going through that? Being in a cell and not having nothing at all? Maybe not even a blanket or a mat to lay up under?
I mean, it's hard to imagine. But I just was working at a facility like that, but with little kids at a juvenile center. And I felt so sorry for them going to lock them up for the night because I know they finna be in here for the rest of their night, you know. So I could just imagine going through, you know, like the real prison system and how the guards like really mean and, you know, do all type of crazy stuff, take your blanket away, not let you eat. I could just imagine what be going on in there. Speaking of that, do it really be like one bad guard out the bunch, or do everybody just be? I mean, from your experience.
Do it one? Hold on, you gonna have to repeat that for me, Reese, bro. Jazzy say she tried to get at you, bro. I don't know.
What we said? Happy birthday, Reese.
Happy birthday to Reese. Though everybody comment HBD Reese.
Yeah,
HBD Reese.
Said alive.
His birthday tomorrow. But you gonna have to ask me that one more time. One more time.
I just want to know, as far as like your experience with the guards that's in prison or jail or whatever, do it be like one mean guard that's always just be on everybody and just, don't like people, or do all the guards be on like a clique? They on some, it's us versus y'all type stuff. Because I would love to know that.
At the end of the day, they gang. They gang at the end of the day.
Okay.
You might got, one or two of them that be like, this is just a job. I just come here to get a check. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here, paying my bills, whatever. But you got some of them that take that shit all the way serious, like super police your ass, like you already ain't got nothing, and they trying to make sure you ain't got nothing on top of nothing. On top. Yeah, like I don't know where they find these people. I don't know where they find these people at. But yeah, they'll come at you. They'll come at you like, you got extra toothpastes in this bitch. You got an extra towel. You got extra paper. You got an extra book in this motherfucker. Yes. No cap. I'm gonna tell you a story that pissed me off so fucking bad, Joe. Yo, they got this thing called shakedowns, right?
What's that?
They got this thing called shakedowns, and they say it's for drugs and things like that. They go in there to find drugs and clear the unit of drugs, and things that ain't supposed to be in there, knives, weapons, all type of things.
Okay.
I'm at this jail, and at this current period of time, there's nothing in here. Everybody is sober. All the junkies are sober, living their best life. Like, there's no drugs in here. There's nothing going wrong in here. Nobody's arguing. Nobody's fighting. Like, it's actually a peaceful time in fucking jail. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Motherfuckers is in there reading books and watching TV. Tell me why police come in, SWAT teamed up. Gang, SWAT teamed up.
What?
Hold on. I damn don't want to talk about another instance too. Now that I just, but let me stay on this. Okay, so they came in there and they shook us down, right? They told everybody to get out and they put us in the rec room. And this is over the winter time, so it's cold as hell outside. You know what I'm saying? Like freezing. We ain't got no type of jackets or nothing. We just got them little orange, them orange fits with all the air can get in. It's cold as hell. Everything cold.
Yeah.
So yeah, they had us in that motherfucking rec room for no cap. They woke us up. So it was like 1 in the morning. Put us in the rec room for like 2 hours. It was cold as hell. And there was like it was not an imperative situation. They went in there, they came back talking about, oh yeah, y'all have some extra towels, some extra books. We found some people with some extra sheets. Like, what kind of shit is that to do to people?
Petty.
What kind? Petty? Fuck petty. Yo, they was trying to kill us. Fuck you.
Basically.
They wanted us to be sick of that bitch. Nah, it wasn't Oklahoma. It wasn't Oklahoma.
Still though.
It was a state worse than Oklahoma. I ain't stay out these states, man.
That's bogus. What that other story you was finna say?
But at the same time, I don't put that past Oklahoma because, like you said, the other story, this is what Oklahoma did. Shout out bitch ass David L. Moss. They came in gang. This was a gang, like SWAT team. They looked like the SWAT team. They came in. It was like like a regular time. You got people laying in their beds. You got people watching TV. I think it was like early in the morning, like 10, 11 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
They run in deep. Honeyberry. Why you bought a pack that match your fit, kinda, or is it just the colors?
Did I? Might be.
It's just all colors.
I just gotta stay with it. Y'all know what's going on. Highlight values, exclusive.
Look, tell me why. They like everybody get on the ground, right? Everybody get on the ground. And at the same time, there's no drugs on this unit. There's no real big shit going on. You know what I'm saying? It's just a regular ass day. They come in, gang, get everybody on the ground, but like they serious, like they grabbing big ass niggas. I seen them grab this big ass nigga. I forgot his name. Shout out to the big homie, man. He was in CLG. They grabbed this nigga, yo, and threw him on the ground, like on top of another motherfucker. Like they was real serious. They don't look when niggas is in jail, when we in jail, when the population is in jail, we are test experiments. I literally feel like a test lab monkey or some shit when I'm locked up on God, because they really do whatever they want to do. They feed you. You don't know what the fuck they feeding you. Yeah. Everything that come out that commissary is salty as hell, gonna give you high blood pressure and bullshit. Got your stomach fucked. It's some testing. It's some bullshit going on.
Sad.
Some bullshit going on. I don't recommend it. 0 out of 10.
How much? Like how much more do commissary be like besides regular prices on the street? If that makes sense. Like how much is
I ain't gonna lie
compared to a regular pack of noodles? You know, it's like a quarter 50 cents for a pack of noodles out here.
Right. I ain't gonna lie. I think I mathed it up to like everything 4 times as much or 5 times as much. Yeah, like the noodles will cost like 20 cents, right? 18 cents, something like that. I don't even think it's a quarter. Like you talking about the big brand noodles. You talking about the little nigga noodles, you know what I'm saying? The off brand shits. Them bitches like 8 cents. Nah, they 98 cents when you locked up. Hell yeah. Yeah. No cap. 98 cents when you locked up. No cap. And that's just up to this, you know, higher or lower. It could be over $1. Like in Chicago, I'm pretty sure it's over $1. Anybody from Chicago been to Cook County? I'm pretty sure that shit over $1. No cap. For a noodle, one noodle. And I mean, that's different. Like it's different if you talking about if you outside, but like, not really. But still, who finna pay $1 for a noodle?
Right, one little pack of noodles.
But what I'm saying is, a nigga can't even go get that $1 for himself. He got to get on that phone and ask his people for $1.
Right, and then how much is a phone call? Is them bitches free?
No, that's a movie shit. What, the one free phone call? It depends on where you at. Some places let you get a booking call. Some places let you get a booking call. But shit, I done been places. Hell no, ain't none of that. Right. Ain't none of that. You paying from the jump, like, and they don't tell you just got to figure it out. Like you literally that, like it ain't no orientation in jail. It ain't no. All right, this is what you're gonna expect. This is how you work this. No, they just put you in that bitch, and now I'm talking about like a first timer. Like if you've been in a, you already the ropes and shit by now. But yo, you like, okay, how do I work this shower? Like I ain't gonna lie. I don't even want to tell. I don't want to say this one.
Hey, it's highlight values. We real shit in here. Spit that shit. Spit your experience. What happened?
I don't want to say this one, man. I don't want to say this one because it's so fucked up now. I ain't gonna say that one.
All right, family.
I ain't gonna say that one. I ain't gonna say that. I will tell this one though about my first time story though. I will tell this first time story though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Motherfucker don't know what's going on their first time, right? At all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Besides what you done heard, any type shit. So I get into it with my celly, right? My celly, I'm stressed out with my first time in jail. I don't know what's going on. I don't know when I'm gonna go to court. I don't know when I'm gonna see a lawyer. I don't know who gonna come talk to me when. I don't know what's happening. Nothing. I'm just in jail. Right. That's all the hell I know. I'm in that bitch like, I got dreads. My shit was way shorter then. But I'm just, fucking with them in the sink type shit. You know what I'm saying? Boom, out of nowhere, food come in. I'm hungry as hell. I've been in this bitch probably 3 days already. I'm hungry as hell. Now, my celly is a K2 smoking motherfucker. I'm just gonna put that out there. He is a K2 smoking motherfucker. He is a white boy. He is a white boy. He one of them UAB Peckerwood type dudes. You know what I'm saying? Didn't really rock too hard with film. But this was, you know what I'm saying, my first experience, any of that shit. So I'm eating my food. Like I say, lunch just came. I'm eating my food. And some random motherfucker come up to me like, hey man, your hygiene, you work on your hygiene. Ooh. I'm like, nigga, my hygiene. Fuck, you trying to call a nigga dirty? What you mean, nigga? I'm fresh out to, what you mean? I ain't call a nigga dirty. So I'm like, I don't talk to nobody. I don't fuck with nobody that tough. So I'm like, nigga, you talking about my celly, ain't you? He like, I ain't gonna tell you. Nigga, I pressed right up on my celly. Like, yo, what's going on? He like on some, you know what? Just wait the lockdown. So in my fresh meat newbie mind, I'm thinking he gonna try to stab me at lockdown. I'm like, nigga, fight now. I don't got no knife yet. I'm like, nigga, fight now, nigga.
Period.
So I overbeat his ass. I don't think he was ready for all of that.
Mm.
But I didn't know what to expect, you know. So I
Did
just
that
did his
cause
ass.
you to go?
I beat his ass till something happened.
Did that
Jail
cause you to go
shit.
to isolation?
Did it what?
Cause you to go to isolation?
Yes. Yeah, that was 2 days in, yeah, and that was my first time going to isolation. Yep. And it'd just be shit like that, like, and that was just the first time. But like as an 18-year-old going in there, the older dudes will fucking try me. You know what I'm saying? And I have to be on that campaign, like, nigga, we ain't here in the same fucking place. Like, nigga,
Right.
don't try to treat me like no youngin, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, uh, yeah, it's just type little things you go through. You know what I'm saying? It's little things you go through, and you learn as you go. Um, you learn how to stay out of isolation. You learn how to fight. Like how I fought them. You can have fights and not go to isolation. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I've been in, like, I think I said over 30 fights when I was in the county.
Mm-hmm.
Like 30 fights. Didn't lose none of them
How many
for the
times you been to
record.
isolation fights?
Probably shit. I probably got caught for. It's a lot of snitches. A lot of people be telling. That'd be the problem.
Right. Okay. Right.
Even if you think these guys is criminals and shit like that, fuck
Mm-hmm.
no. Hell no. These dudes will tell on
Maybe
you.
where they fit in with the guards.
Especially when they in jail and they want to go home. They will
Yeah.
tell on you. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. 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 We're gonna switch up the subject a little bit. I would love
Cool,
to know
cool.
if you think that these label heads be targeting troubled black men or black men who in the streets and got a following because they do drill shit and you know what I'm saying and do all of that. How you feel about that?
Hmm.
These label sharks.
You say, how do I feel about these labels?
How you feel about
And
these labels targeting like troubled black men, not really troubled black men, but specifically black men who they know rapping got a buzzing in their city because they was a drug dealer or that nigga, not even a drug dealer, the plug or just anything, and now they turn rapping and they got a following because of that.
okay. Uh, and the labels targeting them, like trying to give them money and put them on.
Yeah, do you feel like the labels target specifically them type of rappers?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They want to give them money and put them on, but they want to give them money and put them on because they want to spread that message that they talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they want to spread that message. You see, how many conscious rappers is it out nowadays? And they say people they don't like conscious rap. You know, it ain't no conscious rapper because we don't listen to that shit. Don't nobody listen to that shit. They don't want to hear that stuff in the club. Uh,
Right.
Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole is one of the two of the most popular artists. On top of
Right.
that, you got shit, Earth Gang. You got motherfucking I could go down. You got plenty of artists that be on some more conscious shit
Common.
that's popping. Yeah, but yeah, Common. Shout out to Common. He one of the pioneers of Chicago, but I don't think he know pioneer. I don't think he know. He ain't lit.
Shout out Chance the
He
Rapper.
ain't
He
lit.
pioneer from Chicago in here
Chance
Common.
pretty lit. Shout out Chance. He pretty lit. He
Shout
pretty
out Chance.
lit. I just wouldn't
Yeah.
listen to no Common music.
Right. But yeah, that's crazy because that's the generation out. Like people don't really want to listen to that. Like everybody's so turned up and the way that they be glorifying the people that they be signing, and then they got these young people out here who like is peer pressured off the music that they hearing and want to do the same thing that they hearing about these rappers, but these rappers don't even really be doing that for real. They be telling the life of they homie that they know, in a block or something. You know, how you feel about that?
Shit, I feel like shit. It's not authentic, and but at the same time, that's just looking at it from a nigga perspective because honestly, music is art. And when hip hop first started, like when they was telling them stories and shit, like I kill a motherfucking and gargle his blood. I play with his brains with a knife.
Did that?
Niggas was not doing that though. That the nigga that said that, the man that said that did not gargle a man's brains. He was telling a story. It was storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was somebody else's story, or maybe it was somebody else's you know, or maybe it's just some shit that he made up in his head, you know, but he was storytelling and flowing and shit like that. And you know, it'll still sound good. So I don't know. They say that about Tupac. They said about a few rappers. They said about Tupac. They said about Plies. And they said about shit, a lot of rappers today that they don't really be rapping their life. It just comes to a point of how you telling it, because when somebody say that they, you know, was playing with somebody's brains in a spoon and shit like that, and they rapping that on the song and things, like, you know, that's not real. But nowadays you got these artists, they get on the music video with the guns and they claim to be a gangster, and they, you know, they say that they gonna shoot you, and they, you know what I'm saying, and they making that shit look lit, glorifying it whole time. They know damn well they can't live like this. They know damn well they gotta hype themselves up in that damn studio, because it's cap.
At least my next question: how do you feel like that the music from today changed from the music now?
The music from today changed from the music when?
Yes.
From the music when? From the past?
Like how the music from back then. Matter of fact, in regards to the justice system, do you think that people back in the day was not scared to say what they wanted to say in records? And do you think, as far as the justice system, if they say what they gonna say now, do you think they don't really want to say what they want to say because the justice system really like looking into their music and using that as evidence, as I think say?
I think in the earlier days of rap music, before like 2010, people were smart enough not to put real shit in the music. You know what I'm saying? Because real G's move in silence. You know, so if I just shot Shorty G, I'm not finna, you know what I'm saying, I'm not finna turn around and tell everybody that I just shot Shorty G. For obvious reasons, somebody gonna tell the police. So why would I get on a song and then tell everybody that I shot Shorty G? Shot him in the face. If he come around, I'm gonna shoot him right up in his lace. You know what I'm saying? Why would I do that?
It's all about clout now.
Yeah, but I mean, shit. Cap is life, man. I don't know. Cap is life nowadays. Cap is life. I got a question for you.
Ooh, okay.
I got a question. I know it's off the cuff, but I got a question for you. How you feel about NBA YoungBoy and his makeup exports that he got going on nowadays? And he want to collab with Tekashi 6ix9ine too. Like, how do you feel about NBA YoungBoy? Is he still on his gangster shit?
Okay, first of all, I don't even speak on fuck niggas like that. But the weirdo, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, question.
You can pass it back to me. You can pass it back to me.
Go ahead. Yeah. How you feel
for the NBA YoungBoy Beehive? If y'all think it's weird that he wear makeup and all that shit today, that nigga's been the same weird ass nigga forever. That's all I was saying. Motherfuckers don't be changing this shit, man. Motherfuckers don't be changing. This money do not be changing, man. They can just express themselves without having to, you know what I'm saying? They can just express themselves without regrets and worries and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He rode that wave for all it was worth. And now he finna ride this next wave for all it's worth. Watch my words. He finna ride this wave.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that nigga.
But you don't want to speak on it, so it's all good. It's all good. It's all good, man. Look, I don't agree with nobody being locked up nowadays, though. You know, period. I don't agree with nobody being locked up. I feel like it could be another way. I feel like it could be another way where we handle our own community. And I ain't saying shoot everybody, kill everybody, do something wrong, knock them out. You know what I'm saying? But there's no rehabilitation in the system that we got going on now. Going to jail, going to prison, you don't learn nothing but how to be a better criminal. I ain't learned how to be a better civilian, a better citizen. I had to tell myself, like, no, I'm just gonna be a better citizen. I'm just gonna be a better civilian. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna do less shit to get myself locked up. I had to do that for myself. Going like if prison teach you how to be a criminal straight up, and I can't even really explain it because I'm not just saying you just talking to people all day who criminals, so you learn to be a criminal. It's just a criminal. It's just a criminal ass setup.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that. And the police is the worst ones.
That's sad.
Well, the ones that set it up is the worst ones. Let me get that right. The police is heavy duty actors though, man. Whether ignorantly or straight on, they heavy duty actors.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Okay, back to this justice system. Do you think that, as far as like the courtroom setting, do you think when like you in court and you a minority versus like the regular average person, American person as they'll call it, I ain't gonna say no names, but do you think it's different? Like if you have face tattoos, like you think the average American that got face tattoos will get different time than a black person or a Mexican person who got teardrops or just they mama name on their forehead or something like that? How you feel about that?
Okay. Good question. I really can't answer that though because I ain't put nothing on my face, so I really can't.
Well, just how you feel about it. Because, well, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. And you can say how you feel about it. I feel that any minority, if they go in with tattoos, whether it's up their sleeve or in their face, I feel like the judge is gonna stereotype them and feel some type of way instantly about them. Whether as the average American, as they said, go in with face tattoos or anything, I think that the judge will be lenient with them only because I feel like that they'll see themselves in their shoes. Like they probably see their son or they probably see their nephew or, something like that. But as far as a black man, they don't see their nephew or grandbaby or anybody in their shoes. So they really just like don't really care about the consequence that they get them. How you feel about that, Keylo?
Nah, you said that. We definitely are prejudged, and a lot of people disagree. But there's no if you been through it, then you fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no denying that and like I said before though, a lot of the times it just be in the setup of things. Like a person from our community is less likely to have that lawyer unless he, you know what I'm saying, just a baller or got a baller in the family that fuck with him or
The
something.
reputation matters too. The lawyer.
The lawyer matters a lot, but at the same time, like them lawyers be bullshit sometimes too, man. But it do matter a lot. A lot of times, the lawyer do matter is the biggest factor of whether you're gonna go to jail or not, or whether you're gonna go to prison or not. Whether you got a lawyer or you got a paid attorney, because the paid attorney, I mean, a lawyer or a public defender, because the public attorney is gonna run you in circles. They're gonna lie to you. They're gonna tell you what you want to hear, because at the end of the day, they got a big ass caseload, and as soon as you sign that paper, they get $200. So basically, they just got to make the sale.
Wow.
If you don't know now, you know.
That's crazy.
So
Okay,
I'm not gonna say that ain't gonna be no young person that, like, that's a public defender that's because that's like a part of it. It's a part of it to be a lawyer.
yeah.
So I'm not gonna say that ain't somebody that really is young and they really is really trying to do this for the people type thing. They really want to be a lawyer, but at the same time they overworked. So you're not gonna really you're not gonna get good representation from this young overworked motherfucker anyway. So public defender, out of there. If you ain't got no money, stay out of jail.
Facts, I believe, and that's another thing I was finna definitely ask you about the court fees. How does the court fees work? Like the aftermath when you have to go and pay your fines and all of that. How does the fines and shit work?
You gotta pay for everything. You gotta pay for everything. Everything, yes. You gotta pay for everything. Everything. Say the fucking police bought a burger on the way to bring you to court. You got to pay for that. You got to pay for the gas. I'm dead ass. It's on your court fees. On everything.
That's too much.
The system is fucked up. It's broken. What the title say? Highlight values. Ep.1. Is the justice system broken? See? Yes.
You see, stay out of jail. Please stay out of jail and free all them innocent people. Free Murda. Period.
Free Murda. I got this free Murda track up. I mean, I got this throwback Murda track. I don't know if you heard it. That thanks to all my hustlers.
Let me hear it.
I got you. But before we go out, thanks everybody that rocked with us on this first episode of Highlight Values. You know what I'm saying? We working out the kinks. I see Facebook let us go live the whole time, so that's crazy. Okay. Shout out to Zuck on that one.
Shout out Facebook. Yeah, y'all.
We really moving the shows on YouTube, y'all. We'll have the next episode coming up. What we gonna do it? I don't know. We fuck around, do a pre-recorded episode because it's gonna be on Christmas, something like that, and just drop it. We ain't figured it out yet, but stay tuned with us, family. Keep rocking with us. We working out all the kinks, man. You see, we brought it to y'all. We said we did what we said we was gonna do.
Okay, y'all already know what's going on. Jazzy Mascata, and we got who?
Yeah, boy, Keylo Nsane, man. Shout out Stand Up, man. Out West 290, man. Shout out to everybody to rock with us, man. Shout out to all the supporters. Like the page, follow us on YouTube if you ain't there yet. And we gonna bang out to this track right here. Free my pops, man. Free Murda. You know what the fuck going on, man. Highlight Values. Thanks to all the hustlers. 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 Thanks to all the hustlers.
Why should I make it rain when I can make it snow? But I like the summer, so I'm fucking with the trees. Murda 1, I been in the pros. Spit game to them bitches, straight dick in them hoes. Oh yeah, Timber, she blows like click, click, clack, 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 clack. What? You can call it a warning, cause these streets I was born in the streets. Me, polluted and gone. Niggas said I couldn't do it, so I'm out here proving them wrong. Singing my song like Mafia. What? We love Mafia. Yeah, boy, I done it and gone. Got your bitch on the phone, study calling Tyrone. In the zone on my own, like Queen Pond 4. What's up, Bo? What's up, Lo? What up? What up, man? What's up? Huh? How they want me to come? Entertain? Huh? You already know. Supply the You already know. It really ain't nothing you don't know. What? Unless you still stuck in your own mind. What? Like you can fuck with me, period, on any level. I told my dudes, give me the mic, all I need is one take. Told my bitch, all I need is understanding like escape. I'm great. Better yet, sick with it. Got a rack in my pocket, got the 9 on the hip with it. I'm a different breed, chronicles of Riddick. Any tales from the hood, better believe I'm in it. I'm winning. Yes, sir, I am. Having fun with my life, roasted bitches like Pam. I'm mom. Find that ass on the milk carton, flatline for the haters. While I'm tying up the gators. True mafia, can't touch me. When I go, real niggas hit them up like Paulie, like Gotti. I'm hot right now. Anybody want a piece? I'm on the block right now. Ready for whatever, smoking a blunt right now. Right now, right fucking now. Well, I guess right now y'all know that it is supply and demand. It is entertainment. What up, Lo? This dude is this dude. Yep. For the ones that didn't know. It's any place, anywhere. On this rocket shit, come on, man. You stand no chance at all. But I'm still in the streets, though. What they want to do? Got to get mine by any means necessary. Better believe it. Gone with it. Thanks to all the hustlers, thanks to all the hustlers.